Yes, yeah. Okay, but welcome, Jensen. And you had one visit from our project, but yes. I asked you if you would share some ideas from that. But yeah. Please, stage is yours.
Thank you. And I will just tell you a little bit about our farm here in Denmark, and after that I will put some comments about the visit I have from Finland. So. Just in the beginning, I have a little bit story of the farm. The farm here is owned by me and my brother Martin, and we are third generation here on the farm. And the farm is located in the north part of Jylland. Our father bought this farm here in 73, and in this time there was about 35 cows and 25 hectares. So there have been a bit bought some neighbor farms in this time, and in this way we have grown up the farm to this size we have now. About our milk production, we start up in a barn from with robot milking in 2010. I think when we start up it was about 450 cows, and in the year after we grow up to 600 cow in sand bedding, and now we are milking with 11 lady robots. We have 13,800 in a G-corrected milk, and we have the full production of heifers, so it means that we are selling about 150 heifers for export every year. Our plant production is a little bit it's not like what is normal for a cow farmer in Denmark. We have a pretty big production, and my brother it's the man who mostly take care of this together with the team around the field. But we're running about 950 hectares, and the 650 is owned, and the rest is rented. And we have, of course, a lot of hectares for silage production, and it's about 350 hectares in total corn and grass silage, and it's more or less half and half. Then we have 50 hectares for grassing. Our pregnant heifers is out for grassing every year. We have some fields close to a lake, so it's only for grassing. So then we have 100 hectares for grass seed production, and 100 hectares for oil rape seeds, and then 350 hectares with barley and wheat. And I have just tried to put a little bit here about my experience from the visits. We have a really good time here when Auntie was coming here to the farm. It's all times good to have visits and to talk with other farmers from all over the world. It's give a lot of inputs to us here, so we like that very much. And it's also therefore we have a lot of visits on the farm. Maybe not that people come and stay here for 1 week, but a lot of visits from semen companies and from it can be all things related to farming. So we have some visits a year in this from these companies and everything. And I have also write that it's all times exciting, and it's also what I tell before, that to have a talk how is all other farmers do things, and maybe come with some good ideas and everything. And I think that's one of the good way to keep ourselves also in sharp and updated. So and it have been pretty easy also to have a good talk, because Auntie's farm is it's also look pretty much like us. We have this nearby the same setup in many ways. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good way to do it. So we have a good we have a really good time in this week, and I also hope that Antti have. So and what I write here in the end, that a good talk and a good discussion about things is all times it's all times good. Then I'll write a little bit how I bring new knowledge to my farm, and how I keep my how I stand updated with all the things. It can be the plant production, it can be the cows, and it can be everything related to the farm. I'll start to say, in Denmark we have a huge amount of data from our farm organization, SIGES, and this organization make a lot of tests, and they make a lot of new tests on new way to do something, and some of it went good and some of it went not so good, but so we have a lot of data that we can get from them, from SIGES, and that also means that it's possible for us local farmers to take out something from this test and say, this part of it, that will be good for my farm, and then we can try it in our farm, and then we have local advisors to help us to make it running, so we not so we get the best of it, but that's the local advisors who help us with this. In the daily work, I think I get the most of the information through my colleagues and friends who also own farms, and it can also, of course, be a little dangerous if we are all on the wrong way. But I think that that's the way where we get the most of the information, because everyone have some network around, and if we hear a good idea, if we hear something that went good or that went not good, and then the total network is pretty big, maybe all over the country, I think, if we look after. So the most of my network around local farmers, colleagues and friends, that will be what I used. I mostly used to get new ideas, and then of course if one of them say we have tried to do this and this, and then I can go to SIGES, the organization, and see, have they make something like this, and can we bring something together from this. So it's a big one big network, and that's pretty good. And then it's also one of the things we talk. I talk with Antti about it, that we also involved in some groups. I don't know what you call this group, but it's a knowledge sharing group, if I take it directly from Danish, and that's when we're sitting together in groups, maybe 5 to 10 farmers, and talk about what do we have, what problems do we have right now on the farm, and have a good discussion. And sometimes we invite some advisors or other people who can come with a good answer on our question. So this group we are using pretty much, and as I write also in the presentation here, that this group have different themes. Normally it can be cows and plant economy and governance. It can be everything, but I think these 4 here that the most normal things. So that's also a very strong part of what we are using for information and knowledge sharing. So I think that's the presentation from me, and I don't know if someone have some question. You're very welcome to ask about it.
Okay, thank you, Jens. Maybe I put it here. Maybe Jens, if I share my screen, then we all can see the. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall I stop sharing here? So.
Yes. Okay. If it's suitable. Yes.
So now it's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I show the screen about what kind of ideas there were here. But first of all, I recall that in some point Anna Lappalainen said you hello and also give you a big thanks for hosting. Anna's comment was here somewhere, but please, now you are free to comment. But when you ask or think questions to Jens, I was curious about what is the consumer situation here in this moment at Denmark, because
can you say again? The voice was a little weak. Can you say again?
Yes. What do you think about the consumer situation or consumer needs, or how you can feel them now in Denmark? Because we discuss it here that in Finland we are all the time with stress about the economics and the consumers and putting resources most effectively, and also in the USA it's the same situation. But what do you think about in Denmark?
I think it's the same situation for me, more or less all northern countries. So it's it's the milk production is have all times been a hard way to control the milk market. It go up and down, and so the economy will also go up and down, but it's the same in Denmark, and the consumers is also shifting very fast from one side to another side, and and I think that our goal is to try to follow the consumers, but it's not all times possible, also because the consumers can have a ID just for shortly and for some years, and of course our production we cannot change it so fast. But it's also one of the things that Viking, our breeding company here in Denmark and Sweden and Finland, is starting to do something now. We are making this sea feed and everything to try to find the most the best cow, the environment, if we look on the environment. So we all times we have to try to make things better, but it is a hard way to have happy consumers all time. Yeah.
Yes, thanks, Jens. And I think that this is a quite common issue for every farm and every country, how to fulfill needs of consumer, but also get the money from farming and put it all in the best effective resource way. I think that could be our joint international project from now on. Yes.
It will be a long project. I think it will
I think
forever going. Yeah.
Yes, thanks. Let's see. Do you have comments here?
Yeah.
Hanna Laura asked that would it be interested to discuss with farmers from different countries, for example, online discussion group for farmers. If we could have you weren't here when I told that in this project we had some kind of test of group that had participants in Finland, Canada, and Netherlands, and we were lacking the Danish farmers. But do you think that it would be interesting to join via internet about that?
Yeah, but it's all times interesting. But as I say now that I'm also in this breeding committee from Viking, and together with Vexa and Fab and Danish Holstein. So that I think I get some of it in this way, but I also pretty sure about there'll be some farmers around who maybe not have this relation, but it's I also have something with Lili. I also have been invited together with some farmers from other countries, and it's all times good to meet up with people from other countries who do farming in another way, because everyone have something to share, and everyone have something that other farmers can learn, no matter where they come from. So it's all times good to have this possibility, but how it should be managed, I'm not sure if it should be for a little bit for more farmers. But
yeah, okay. We had some kind of experience that it's just nice to see what is happening in different countries, but quite rapidly farmers think that they want to see more and want to see them live, so they want to visit your farm or other farms, and this kind of groups that work on the internet, I think that they can work in some level, but at some point they want to have their hands on the work.
Yeah, exactly. The internet groups and Facebook groups, they are pretty good, but it's not the same like have a real visit. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Voinko mä, Mika, kysyä yhden kysymyksen?
Joo, ole hyvä. Kaikki muutkin kysymykset, tervetuloa nyt. Joo, ole hyvä.
Yes. Thank you, Jens. It was great presentation what you just had. We visited Denmark last January, and we had lots of discussion with the farmers around this coal tax, what your government is now planning to load your production. Is there anything new around that issue?
Not really, but I think if they make it like they have talk about, I think we have to move out from Denmark. So it's so huge, this tax. So I think I'm pretty sure they will find another way to do it. And one of the big problem with this tax is also that they are only looking about what we are used, but they are not looking about all the plant production, how much CO2 are they used for growing. So it's only one way charging this one here. So it's that there is a lot of work before we have a good way to do it, but there's not anything new. It's still that it's we're waiting for this. We call it this group, specialist group, who have to come with a good idea to make it in the best way. But what we see now already in Denmark, it's that the cow amount is go down, and farming area at all is going down because of big energy projects with solar panels and wind energy and everything like this. So it's a little bit hard to be a dairy farmer or farmer at all in Denmark right now, because they take a lot of land out of the farming process.
Oh, have you seen it already in your national production numbers, even this decreasing of animals, number of animals? We see that special. I'm not sure if we see in the Denmark totally. I have not read about this, but I think here from the last 2 months, I think we have lost about 1,500 cows just in the area for 25 kilometers here because of this energy plants. So yeah.
Okay, thanks, Jens. Jos haluatte käännöstä, niin tässä Juha kyseli vähän, että miten erilaiset verot, joita ollaan muassa Tanskan maidontuotantoon, niin miltä se näyttää. Ja sieltä vähän kommentoitiin, että jos ne ensimmäiset versiot tulee käyttöön, niin tanskalainen maidontuotanto on vaikeuksissa. Ja onko ne sieltä sitten yrittäjä tulee samassa sankoin joukon vaikka Suomeen, ja itse asiassa Hollannissa taitaa olla vähän sama. Todella tiukkaa se tilanne. Ja hän mainitsi vielä, että energiainvestoinnit ja aurinkopaneelit ja tuulimylly on tainnut olla pidempään sillä suunnalla, niin vievät kyllä alaa pellot. Eli tämmöisiä muutoksia ja murroksia on joka puolella olemassa. So any more questions to Jens? I think that you had a good presentation, and also we have the same kind of ideas and also challenges here in Finland, and this energy sector and consumers. We must be aware of that and do the best we can. And also last year was it that in Denmark you had your new government, and now in Finland it's to this year. So yeah, hopefully we get also farmers' voice there enough.
We hope that they will think about that they also need some food in the future. I think that's the goal.
Yes, that's a good conclusion. We also need food from the future. Yes, thank you, Jens.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yes, and if you can stay on our presentation, please be free. But I booked you this time, and I'm so glad that you could make it, and because you have busy times also.
Yes, exactly.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're welcome. Yeah. See you.
Yes, thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
No niin, ja nyt mennään ohjelmassa pikkupätkä taaksepäin, eli Maija Inkilöinen kävi Kanadassa harjoittelemassa osana yhteistyötä